Well, Alan, a difficult afternoon. What's your reaction?
Well, you know, after taking the lead and starting the game really well, we looked in a much better place, and then they get a great goal. I mean, you have to say that. I mean, I'm the opposition manager. It's not something I want to say, and it gets them back in the game. But from that moment on, it was really tight and even. And then, unfortunately for us, they get a second great goal because it was a great pass and touch and finish. When we've had moments, and we had moments at 1-0 as well to extend our lead. And unfortunately, that changed the game. The last 15, 20 minutes after that goal, we was not the same team. You could see our confidence had been shot a little bit from that. And that was disappointing, really. But, you know, that's where we are. And get that elusive win. It was a tough afternoon for our fans because we kind of give them that hope in, as you say, in that first period. The second, the Schmeichel save and the first goal, probably those moments, the game hinged for us a little bit and they didn't go our way.
Was it quality that was the difference in the final third? Mahrez obviously providing the equaliser and then scoring a goal of equal significance.
Yeah, you know, and you get that in the Premier League, of course, and we've not had enough of those moments, and that's that's part of the Premier League. You've got teams who can produce these moments. We don't do enough of them, unfortunately. But we, you know, we have to kind of still believe and still fight. And it was just that last sort of 10, 15 minutes were painful for us because, you know, it kind of knocked us. We'd played so well in that period, and I think, you know, it's difficult for players sometimes. Now, I'm not going to make excuses for them because, you know, we got to fight to the end in every game. So they got that message after the game.
It was a tough ask coming into the game. How difficult will it be now for West Brom to survive?
Well, difficult, of course. You know, this was a game a bit like the last home game at Huddersfield. It was a sort of game that we couldn't afford to lose, really, and we have. So it's just about pride and professionalism and showing our fans that we care. I had a supporter shout at me that I don't care. He couldn't be further from the truth. We couldn't have worked harder this week in trying to get it right, and unfortunately it hasn't happened.
Quite a lot of the fans left before the end as well. I know that you said before the game they really needed to be patient today. Do you understand why some decided to go?
Well, of course, because they sense that, you know, and then the third goal goes in, and you're not going to hang around. I wouldn't blame them, but they were great for us today. I think they've been pretty good, actually, considering the results we've had, and I think they can see the struggles in the team. You know, we ain't doing certain things. We're not the best team in the world, technically. We got to work, and we just got to keep digging in. We dug in well at Watford. We dug in well here for 65 minutes. But unfortunately, the quality of those two goals probably just knocked us.
And yet you've now got to pick them up again.
Yeah, and that's part of the business. And but you know, on my part, it's tough to stand there and you know, experience that last period of the game. So I'll dwell on that a little bit and make sure that I build myself up, because if I'm not built up, we are really struggling.